surrender all to thee, I freely give. I will ever love and trust you in your presence daily live. I surrender all. I surrender all to thee, my blessed Savior. I surrender all.
Glory be to God's name. I praise and thank God for giving me this opportunity to give a testimony about our beloved pastor Apostle Alfred Jacob, who has been recently taken away from all of us suddenly in this difficult time period. Even though we all are afflicted with great pain and sadness, as children of God, it is very important to strengthen one another through God's grace and His unbounded love. God blessed our family to have a spiritual association with Pastor Alfred's ministry for more than 20 years. When I was 14 years old, I came to know about Pastor Alfred when he was appointed as a pastor in charge to one of the branch faith homes of Ceylon Pentecostal Mission Church in the eastern part of Sri Lanka. As I remember, within 2 days of his appointment, he has visited all of the believers' houses in that area using bicycle and understood their prayer needs, family situations, and how he can transform their lives through God's love. As youngsters, we were amazed by Pastor Alfred's commitment towards God's ministry. Pastor Alfred specifically focused on the deliverance ministry through his ministerial career. When sick and demonic possessed people were brought to Pastor Alfred, he will plead on the feet of God until the deliverance gets manifested through God's hand. Many of the old CPM believers and other church believers know this very well. Pastor Alfred lived a very humble life in the sight of God. I can remember several incidents when Pastor was himself cleaning the wounds of the sick people, bathing them, and caring them when people brought them to the faith home for deliverance. By God's grace, under Pastor Alfred's ministry, we were able to conduct healing crusades in several towns and villages all across Sri Lanka. Since I was accompanying Pastor in most of these meetings, I can confidently attest that God's miracles mightily manifested via God's power in most of these meetings. Blind people got vision, people who were brought to the meetings by carrying and who came in wheelchairs walked before our eyes. And the demon possessed people were set free. The witchcraft bindings were broken by Jesus' name. In these meetings, a lot of people came forward to the stage and glorified God's name. I thank God for giving me an opportunity to partake as one of the God's vessel in Pastor's wonderful ministry. During Pastor Alfred's ministry, he lived an example life as a true servant of God by showing us how to fast and wait on the feet of God for answers for our prayers. Pastor Alfred had a practice of fasting for more than 30 days continuously at the feet of God during these healing services. During his last years, God has introduced him to a spiritual companion, Pastor Apostle Jacob from Pattabram, India. Pastor Jackma was another great man of God, very humble and very compassionate in the sight of God. Hence, we strongly believe that God may have planned a wonderful end to Pastor Alfred's ministry in this world and enabling him to transfer the souls which he have earned through his ministry under the new guidance of Pastor Jackma, whom Pastor Alfred always admired. I am submitting this testimony humbly in the feet of my Almighty Father, Jesus Christ. Thanks for listening. Amen.